I know you're super adamant about hiring people that come from restaurants. Why is that so important to you?
Because if you can survive the restaurant industry, you can survive anything. I mean, that's the reality. You have these rough nights where everything goes wrong and everything, you have that like armor. You can handle anything.
You know, you've made a few rounds around the show. Let's kind of talk about NRA. What are some of the cool things you're seeing or you've seen at this show over the last couple of days?
Honestly, I haven't left the booth. We've been so busy here, I have not walked the floor yet. I got to have some grilled cheese yesterday, but
there you go.
That's about it.
What are most folks coming to you talking about when you come to your booth?
Well, first thing they see, what is this big wall, which you guys are listening can't see. It's a giant video wall behind us. They think that we are the wall people, but we're not, but it gets their attention. So we're hearing a lot of networking. You know, restaurants do not have good networks. It looks like a rat's nest. So how can we help them with that? You know, why are we so cheap? Because we make ourselves cost affordable for restaurants because they have a shoestring budget sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So a lot of networking, a lot of support for the POS side of things, and just being someone that they know is going to answer the phone.
And are you finding that, you know, with all this different tech coming out there, some of it's almost becoming too complicated for restaurants to deploy, which almost makes your services even more valuable now as we get into this era of, you know, digital everything or AI and all of this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, the care and attention gets given. Again, that's my big thing, is the care and attention. Things are complicated as you add more and more into your tech stack. And again, going back to one of our previous questions, like staff turnover is still high. So someone knows it that's here today, may not be here tomorrow, and then the restaurant is in a bad spot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you hear the staff turnover stuff. My previous life, obviously, at 7 Shifts, you know, kind of dealing with that stuff. It sounds like more and more states now, and I know you work all across the U.S. and Canada and in Europe, but let's focus on the U.S. side of things. More and more states are starting to have different legislations and legality around this stuff. Is that stuff that you get looped to in as well, where you have to try to help out and navigate that piece?
Not really. I mean, we navigate our own internally as we hire across.
Right.
But I mean, that doesn't really affect us.
Yeah, got it. What are some of the, you know, tech trends that you're seeing that excite you, you know, as we look into, you know, the back half of this year?
I haven't walked the floor, so I got that going for me. It seems like a lot of the bigger players in the landscape are starting to listen more to the customers. I know that's nothing new. I understand that, but that is a big thing, and I think that's a great thing. I mean, at the end of the day, hospitality is hospitality.
Yeah.
Whether you are doing a software, whether you're doing a hardware, whether you're a restaurant. And that's a big thing. And I love seeing that being more of a focus again.
So you're a proud Chicago guy. Tell everybody as often as you can. You know, everyone's coming here to your hometown. What are some of the things that you're proud to show off as a, you know, Chicago native in the hospitality scene?
Well, I took you on Thursday to my favorite restaurant to take people from out of town, which is La Scarola.
Yes.
We had a great, amazing dinner there. That's one of my absolute favorite places to take someone. Like, their food is so amazing. Don't ride the L. Don't ride the L. Like, no one wants to ride the L. Take your Ubers, go that way. Things to do here. See, I haven't done much in the last 4 years, like outside for fun. Where's my go-to? Pequod's. You gotta go Pequod's.
Yes.
I mean, and it is a myth. We do not just eat deep dish pizza all the time. That's not us. That is a myth. But they do have a good deep dish pizza.
Okay.
Lou Malnati's, like, that's a staple.
Yes.
I mean, we love those guys. We support them. They are very near and dear to my heart. Como. You know, that's the place for our party tonight.
Yes.
I mean, food. You just come hungry. Because you're going to eat food, you can go get food anywhere else.
Yeah.
But Chicago, it's better.
I mean, I love the hospitality scene here in Chicago. I always have a good time whenever I come. How much do you feel, you know, how would you rank the hospitality scene in Chicago versus all the other places that you visited, you know, over the last 18 months?
I mean, I'm always going to be biased to Chicago. I could never put something above Chicago. it's just my heart. But, I mean, when we were in Austin has a great hospitality scene. They're very attention driven. Like, they are very good there. I mean, I'd rank it high. I mean, I'm going to be biased. I can't give you, I'm not going to rank anyone else above us.
Yeah, okay. And what is it? Is there something specific about Chicago hospitality that stands out to you when you go elsewhere? You're like, this is missing.
Everyone knows everyone. That is a big thing here.
Yep.
And that's also like why we are very oriented towards customer service, because when someone leaves one place, they go to another place, they think of how great F3 treated them, stuff like that. But I would say that like what makes them better is just we deal with cold weather, and we deal with like harsh winds.
Yeah.
So we can deal with anything.
Okay.
You know, we can handle a lot of things because of that.
Yeah. I mean, Toronto and Chicago are very similar. You've been to Toronto.
Love it. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I think there's a lot of comparisons we can draw between the two.
Absolutely.
Are there any special initiatives or projects that F3 is working on, you know, over the back half of this year or currently or going into next year that you want to share with the audience?
What are we going to do? You know, it's always
Besides the world takeover.
Take over the world is always going to be one of my go-tos. But honestly, we're just looking to talk with more customers and gain more customers. That's our whole focus for the NRA show, is grabbing them. I mean, things change in a minute for us. It could be something that pops up today I'll never even know about right now. So I don't have anything crazy that way in the plans.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see though.
And I know, I mean, I've met a lot of your amazing team. I mean, they've all become friends as well. And I know you're super adamant about hiring people that come from restaurants. Why is that so important to you?
Because if you can survive the restaurant industry, you can survive anything. I mean, that's the reality. You have these rough nights where everything goes wrong and everything, you have that like armor. You can handle anything.
Yeah. And let me ask you this. I mean, you know, a few guests on the show have talked about this, and I think I see it more and more as I, you know, walk the floor and kind of connect with folks, is sometimes there's this kind of vibe that it's all these tech companies are selling tech into hospitality versus, you know, a hospitality mindset selling tech into hospitality, right? And how much do you think that tech companies, all the ones we see here, could learn from that, where having that hospitality mindset is that big difference sometimes in humanizing and making that connection to restaurants? I mean, do you see a gap of that, you know, with some of the folks that you work with?
I do.
Yeah.
But it seems as though they're listening and they're really starting to listen, which is great, because it is hospitality. Like I said it earlier, we're still in hospitality.
Yeah.
Just because you're in a tech doesn't mean you shouldn't be hospitable. And that's what I'm glad to see happening more and more of.